Welcome to episode 52, 7 Days to Die, single player, Walking Dead playthrough. Now what I have is zombies always walk, but I have the zombie spawn rate jacked. So it's actually on the classic spawn, or the classic zombie spawn set. So anyways, I just got done doing a lot of traveling. Finally, I wanted to do some exploring because I don't have much of my my seed unlocked, and I want to make a seed showcase. And I know a lot of you have actually been playing this seed, so if you could drop in the comments, if you guys get some spare time and you know you're out and about, could you get some coordinates for some really cool places on the map, and then we can share it together. I'll definitely give you guys a huge shout out for it when I do make that new showcase. But all that I had explored. We started out in Toronto last episode and made our way over. If we follow our network here, there must be something up in here. I still got exploring to do before I do the seed showcase. Went over to this city and then ended up over here at the end of last episode. And then I ended up realizing, oh shit, it's Horde Night. Now, logging in and logging out didn't reset the Horde, so that glitch doesn't work anymore, which is great. So if you have to exit the game, let's say your roommate comes home and you have to shut the game off quickly, or give the TV up, you know what I mean? You won't sacrifice your Horde playthrough. But I did come down this way, and I found this. This is actually kind of cool. It's like a little bit of a land bridge over to a little bit of an island that's right by the radiation zone. It's actually a really cool location. I wish I found that earlier. Right here is super cool too. This is probably the best area to start out in, because basically you have your desert here, so you can get your sand and your oil shale if you ever need it, and your other biomes. Like all your other biomes are right here. They're all in like one. There's like this little spiral of biomes. I wish it was bigger, but it looks like water takes up a lot of this area. So unfortunately, it's not that useful. But if you're nearby when you do spawn, that is actually a great area. So what I did was I went down. I found this super cool area here too. Now there's a town, and it borderlined a really low-laying water, like ocean biome. I call it ocean biome, but it's really just a large lake. But there are huge bluffs right here. The bluffs look super cool. They're like Scotland bluffs. They're absolutely gorgeous. It'd be super cool if you ever spawn near here to make a base on the side of these bluffs and overlooking the city and the water. That would actually be a prime location. Which got me thinking too, in later episodes as this map progresses, I should go and make other bases in other cities. Have one like off the bluffs here, and just find better locations and make like little small homes, like little getaway homes, I guess you might want to call them. But I continued along. I continued going. I don't know what the heck happened here. Oh, did I go in? Yes, I went back up this way. I followed this road. I'm like, this road must go somewhere. And it came right back up to here. Went across, found this cool ass desert city. Now this thing is cool as shit. Desert cities are awesome, period, because they have like a lot of POIs you normally don't see in cities. They got the ones with the gas cans and everything in them, which is super cool. But the coolest part about this city that I found was that it has a little sliver of forest biome going into it for some reason, and then an even tinier sliver of winter biome. So this city would be actually a great starter city. It's in a desert. You have a lot of yucca to make free water juice. You're near, I do believe you're near a water source. No, you're not near a lake. But I mean, you can use the snow. Like there's this little sliver of snow here you can use to make water. So that's cool as well. Now this would have been a great starter city. If I found this one right off the bat, I would have been super happy about it. But I definitely do need to go and see where this road goes. I have a feeling it's just one of those dead-end roads, because nothing is over this way. And then I end up coming up this way and back up through Detroit, and then I was able to take the highway from Detroit all the way back home. Now that was handy. I do have to say, coming home and using that highway to get back to my base was definitely a lot quicker. But yeah, so a lot of stuff I got. I finally got my chainsaw. That is fantastic. Now I have a melee weapon that I can use my repair kits up like crazy for. I love chainsaws. They're so much fun. I found a whole one. It was in a, oh, where was it actually? Where did I find this one? It was in the store. Yes. Yes, it was. Okay, my bad. It was in a working stiff. So and I got an auger blade, and you know what? I grabbed a hunting rifle because I found it. But the coolest thing I found was 1, 2, 3 stacks of meat. So you may call me Mr. Meatbags. That's right. I got lots of meat. I also got lots of animal high. Okay, well that was fun. I just had to go and plug it back in. Hopefully it doesn't do that again. That's something it actually doesn't do too often, but it usually starts at the beginning of a recording. I don't know why it does it, but oh well. Moving on. I have food for days. Like, now I should have, if I don't have it, I can go up top. Yeah, I need to go get some. I need to go up top. I'm gonna throw that in there and get some potatoes. I have baked potatoes that I actually do not need anymore, so I'm gonna put that in our baked potato cupboard. And I need to get some potatoes and corn and make some freaking meat stew and get my my wellness jacked like all the way up. That's gonna be super awesome. So I'm gonna actually store my meat. Yes, that's right. I'm gonna put my meat into the fire. Here we go. I always liked redheads. Hey, why won't I? Oh, that's right. You have to move it over manually. I wish you could just click stuff over into like the outputs. I know they don't want you using the output as an input, but you know what? That's how I like it. Okay, cool. So, oh, there's already 2 meat stew in here, right? Oh, gosh. I think I might eat one. See what my health is at anyways. Okay, cool. Awesome. So, I also became inspired while I was out and about and looking around. I have a lot of prime area. If you look at my map here, I have a lot of prime area now. Through here, like I've made this all nice. I've cut out all the grass. There's some nice flat land here. What I think I'm gonna do, because I did this on PC, and I don't know why I didn't think of doing this here, but I have a lot of friends now. My little zombie friends there, they need homes. So I think I'm gonna make my zombie friends some homes. What I was doing was I was going through some old stuff I had. From when I was a teenager. Found this super cool. I don't know if anyone's Star Trek fans or if you're too young to be a Star Trek fan or you're too old to be a Star Trek fan. But I found a box of blueprints from the Star Trek Voyager. Each one folds out to 2 by 4. Yeah, 2 feet by 4 feet. You know what? I think that walking backwards actually does really, really help. Because at this point, we don't have the fix. I don't have the fix yet at the point of recording. Yeah, it was like in every level of the ship, like I had the blueprints for all the rooms, like everything. It's like incredibly intricate. That was an amazing find, right? So I nerded out on that for a little while. And then I found also a book I had when I was going to school of blueprints for homes. Like homes and their basic layout blueprints. Like it's not like the whole thing, how to build the whole thing, but like the layout and pictures of what the front and the back and like the other sides look like. So I have a whole bunch of ideas in there now. I've been kind of flipping through it, and I'm like, you know what? I should build myself a village, because even if I build these out of wood just to make them look nice, and zombies smash them up, it'll be kind of funny. It'll be kind of cool, right? Like, I'll have zombies smashing up my village. It'll be a whole new thing. I think that'll be fun. A lot of landscaping, because if I'm going to make it as efficient as possible, I'm actually going to replace a whole land so that it's all player place blocks and not generated blocks. Because zombies are not supposed to spawn on player place blocks, so let's hope that works out on console as well. We'll find out, I guess. But I think it's time to make another Soda Sopa. I'm pretty excited about that. And I have been noticing a lot as well here too. I may as well talk to you guys about a few things I've noticed. Is a lot of people, oh, you know what, I need to go and dump my inventory here. A lot of people say, you know, Skippy, I don't get your commercials, and, you know, anytime you say we're going to go on to commercial break, I never get one. Some platforms are just not monetized, so, I mean, you help out by commenting and liking. The best thing you can do for us content creators is you can share the video. Even if you share it to your Google Plus and no one ever sees it, it just tells YouTube that you felt this video was good enough that you'd want your friends to see it. So YouTube, I think, takes that as the highest thing. Goes, okay, awesome. We'll share this video if you're willing to share this video. I have so much gas now, it's awesome. Oh, I have eggs as well too. A few weapons kicking around. I love that I have the chainsaw now. The chainsaw may replace my sledgehammer for a while. The chainsaw's freaking awesome. You can just rip through a whole horde like nothing. Because what it does is it perma-stuns them. They can't do anything while you're hitting them with the chainsaw. I can actually go now and farm cops. Like, go find a cop station. It sounds like one of my windows might be open here. Yep, one of my windows is open, and it sounds like there's a truck outside chipping wood. That's pretty amazing. Oh, no, never mind. I don't know what that was, but it's gone. Next cut, I'll definitely go and close that window. Good God, this microphone picks up a lot. Either that or my headset's really sensitive. I don't know. Did you guys hear that on your end? Let me know. Because I don't actually, it's a whole different platforms and everything again. Yeah. But carrying on. I got gas on me. I got repair kits. I'm going to take my sledgehammer and replace it with my chainsaw. That's right. We're going all Texas Massacre on this bitch. Cool. I'm going to put my eggs in there. And now what I need to do is, of course, I need to make myself some food. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and get my potatoes and get my corn and get my food going. I'm going to go and I'm going to farm a lot of wood. That's right. I'm going to go get a ton of wood. And then I'm going to come back and start dicking around with some frames and seeing what I do for a layout. And pick out a few homes I want to build. Because I think Jeff here and Ritchie both deserve themselves a home. I haven't seen or heard from Ritchie in a long time. Real Ritchie. I don't know if are you still there, Ritchie? You haven't been commenting if you are. But yeah, Jeff and Ritchie deserve a home here. Bob can go fuck himself. But yeah, so at least 2 homes. I think my mechanics deserve a home each as well too. So that's 4 homes. We may have to go and find ourselves some new friends. Oh yes, I got my security guard in the bunker. That's right. He needs a home. Maybe the hunter in the bunker that finally took out that bear. I think he needs a home as well too. So there's 5, 6 homes. I don't know. I just keep making homes and maybe imaginary people to go with them. So cool. I am totally pumped to do that. I want to work on the bunker, but the bunker idea I had going, it doesn't apply with the lighting the way it is. I need the lighting to be the old way for me. For what I wanted that bunker to turn out to without ruining the surprise for you guys, I need the old lighting. So hopefully it comes back. I definitely really hope it comes back. But for now, we have my super widescreen TV, and we have the magic of editing. I'll see you guys in a few of my hours. So I've gone out here, and I've gone and grabbed myself a lot of wood. I've made some stuff in this fireplace, but it probably filled up with, water. Still need to make some more water. But while I was out here, went out, grabbed a whole bunch of wood, and I also picked myself up a lot of mums. And I decided, well, if I'm going to be picking up this many mums and bringing them home, I better have some food in the fridge. So I picked up some eggs as well here too, and I happened to get a couple canned goods from our zombie friends, which will go into our canned good cupboard. Cool. And what I also did too was make a shitload of wood frames, because that's how I like to build these houses. What I do is I like to lay them out. I like to build them all out of wood frames, which are removable. And then if I have to renovate or change anything, all I do is remove the wood frames, rebuild it. And then that way I can step back, go, okay, well, that looks funky as hell. Or that looks good, you know what, I like that. And then start filling in the wooden frames or replace them with the supplies that I need to make the place with. But I am going to assume that I am going to be using a lot of red dye. So these mums, I'm going to keep picking them up as I go out now. Those I need to throw back in the fridge here. I accidentally took them with me. But yeah, whoops. I'm going to save some of these seeds. I usually don't save them, but it's always good to have a couple just kicking around just in case. I have 88 of them as it seems. I have a lot of wood, a lot of wood frames, a lot of food, and what appears to be a lot of water now, which is super cool. So I am ready to start laying out a house. Now, I have picked a house. What I've decided is I'm going to go with a cottage theme. I think that would be the best theme in this situation to go with. I like it. I was looking through, and I looked through about 40, 50 different houses. There's some cool ones, some generic ones, some that look like they wouldn't work out on 7 Days to Die at all. And then the cottages, though, they look fantastic. So I think the cottages are completely doable. All the measurements are done in feet, so I have to switch them to meters to try to get the measurements a little more accurate. But what I'm going to do now is, of course, I'm going to finish off all this water here. I'm actually going to go out and meet some family for lunch. And then I'm going to come back and try to record the rest of this episode. Spend some time before that, though, laying out this house. And then record the rest of this episode later, because I can now record during select parts times of the day, which is actually super nice, so I don't have to stay up all night and make myself completely exhausted. But yep, anyways, the hunt goes on. I'm going to go do some running around, laying down some of the foundations of a house, and I will see you when I see you. It's a rainy Tuesday here, and I don't even know what to call this area yet. If you guys have any idea of what to call my village, definitely hit me up. Let me know what you think the name should be. I have to come up with a new name for this area, but what I've done is I've gone ahead and I've dug 2 layers down so that the city will actually, or like the little village thingy here I'm going to make, will be level to the road. So everything will be good. So I can make my foundation, my floor will be level to the road. I'll have to go in here and put in more... redo the cobblestone frames in here, but that's okay. That'll come in time. And do a whole lot more of digging out this area. But that's okay, because we need to do a lot of digging. And here we go. Okay, awesome. This is what I wanted to show you guys. So this is what happens sometimes when you dig out very large areas. You get this glitch where the ground just kind of disappears, and then you get this mystery triangle in the air. Now, what is this all about? Oh, ooh, look at that. I actually kind of want to check that out. Let's see if we can get it on an angle here again without falling in. Alright, let's go. Come on, show me. Oh, look at that. That's actually a pretty sick screenshot. I like that. Oh, let me see that again. Go one more time. Okay, cool. Oh, not quick enough. Okay. Anyways, that's pretty cool, but I'm not going to waste any more time doing that. So what you want to do is if you go like this with your wood frames over the area where you see all this funkiness here, what's happened is a tiny little piece of ground was left floating up in the air, and it's glitching everything out. So, because it's not heavy enough to collapse, and this is what happens when you grind out areas like this. So as you can see, I'm kind of working this area out. Any place I see any leftover, you can follow, like, see how this triangle goes down like this? Follow it right to the end, and put a frame. Oh, maybe right here. Put a frame, or 4 frames in that general area. Okay, I still haven't found the point. The point must be right here. Nope, still haven't found the original point here, because there's going to be one area that you have to hit to get this. And sometimes this does take a while. I'm actually glad this is coming out. Okay, so we've definitely narrowed it down to it's right there. So what I want to do is to bring out my frames, cover up that area, and now we should no longer be having any glitches whatsoever. Cool. Okay, so that's how you fix one of those stupid glitches. They don't happen too often, and I always seem to never catch them on film, so I'm actually really glad that happened. Something cool to show you. But now that I have this huge area all done, well, not really done, it's dug out. I've dug out this huge area. What we're going to want to do is start placing down the frames for my building. So it's going to be 2 stories. 4 bedrooms, and I think there is 2 bathrooms in it. A very large living room. It's going to be kind of like the V-shaped roof with a little bit coming out the sides. It's a little hard to explain, but you guys will definitely get to see it here very shortly. Another positive is I know I've seen a few comments where you guys were like, I really want to do your landscaping. I want to fill in those holes. So what I'm going to do is take advantage of the fact that I have a whole bunch of dirt from having to dig out the village and fill in this area finally. Get this area done. Now, why I am using wood frames is I find it's actually easier to place wood frames than it is dirt by like far, because it's square and dirt is octagon? I don't even know what to call that shape. I'm actually at a loss for words on that one. But yeah, so I'll just fill in the general area here with wood frames because they're cheap as fuck to make. I mean, no big deal, right? And then I'll put dirt across the top to fill it in, and there we go. We have this hole finally filled in, because what I was doing was actually stealing clay out of it for the longest time, and I just never got around to doing this, so this definitely needs to get done. Super cool. So those who were complaining, those who were going all OCD on my landscaping abilities, here you guys go. Here's an episode where you finally start to see the outside of my base come together, because a lot of stuff is underground. I want to start doing some above surface stuff. You know what I mean? Mix it up a bit, and holy fuck, I'm freezing. Am I hungry? I'll eat one of these. This will warm me up. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Meat stew is fantastic on so many levels. Ooh. Yeah, and I realized too I cannot use the chainsaw or the auger in video because it makes a horrid noise that just seems to stick. That does happen on PC as well too, though. That's not a new thing to me at all. The auger sounds getting stuck. Now the AK and the automatic weapons, I don't remember if those repeated on PC. That might just be a console only thing, but who knows? Who knows? Things change so fast that it's just kind of crappy. Now I was watching, cringing, watching a episode of Alpha 15. And I did notice that they have seeds for everything now in Alpha 15, so that's pretty sick. So on console, I guarantee you guys that we'll see an update where you guys can plant any seeds. So the mums, like pretty much everything that you can pick up, you can replant, which only makes sense, right? Like why can you only replant some things? That always frustrated me, but we always modded the seeds in anyways, just to have the seeds. But it looks like they finally listened to us and planted the seeds. One good thing, or made the seeds. One good thing about having the dev finally get around to doing that. So instead of having to punch out a whole bunch of grass here again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to recipes, and I'm going to make grassy ground, because if you read the description, no grass will actually grow on this. So it'll be like this shade, but you won't have to worry. Oops, I do not want to do that many. I only want to make like 100 or so. Maybe 150, I don't know. Just a few, enough to fill in this top area so that I don't have to punch out a whole bunch of grass afterwards, because if you place a fertile dirt down, it'll grow grass like right away, no problem. Okay, I'll make 3. You know what? I got lots of dirt right now anyway, so it's no big deal. Awesome. It's so quick to make too. Yeah, you just plant it like this, and nothing will go brack on top of it, which is super cool. I know a lot of people don't know those little tricks, so that's a good area. That's a good way of filling out like a huge area, because in between my houses and stuff where I have grassy areas, I'm going to be using this grass to fill it in. That way I won't have to come back and do all that work of taking out the plant fibers. Now to get the plant fibers for my sod and everything else that I need, because I'll probably need some sod for this project as well, it makes good pass, is I go to the plains or I go to the desert and hit the cactus, because not only do you get food from it, but you also get tons of plant fibers from it, so it's much easier. And that way too I can gather other stuff while I'm there, like aloe vera and what the yucca. Yes, yucca as well. That's very handy to have. But anyways, I'm gonna fill this in. I'm gonna start laying out the plan here, the floor plan for my building, and I'll see you guys shortly with an update. Okay, so I've gotten some more of this house laid down here. As you can see, it looks like just a bunch of wood frames, which is all it is right now. It is a good size. It's a decent size home, I believe, if you can see it. You can actually see the layout on the map. That's kind of cool, actually. I may use that to judge the other size of the other buildings. But I've gotten the first floor done. Now, what I've done is I've just basically gone 5 layers up. I've laid down the floor pattern. What this is going to be is a little storage shed outside of the house, and this is going to be a wraparound deck. Now, I've only gone 2 out. I'm kind of looking at it now, and I'm actually thinking I might go 3 out around the house. Now, this won't be exactly the same as I see it in the picture, because obviously the dimensions don't work out quite the same. Like I can't throw a couple things in a 1 meter space, so I just kind of winged it, and it worked out all right, but I'm going to stop doing that. Now, the advantage of using frames like this to do this is, the disadvantage is if you have any zombies coming at you, well, you're in trouble, because they're gonna get through that easy. But what you can do is, let's go inside here. So this is our main living area, per se, right? Like, this is where the living room's going to be, this is where the TV, the couch, everything's going to be. This little corner here is set aside for the kitchen. The kitchen isn't going to be walled in, it's going to be an open concept kitchen, so I didn't build up the walls. This will be where the little dining area will be, and this will be like the den. Yeah, there we go, the living room. And now, as you can see, I have this all walled in. I don't have any doors. So what I want to do is I want to go along and take out 2 wood frames, because this here will be a room. Now, I also want to go 1 wood frame up as well here too. I didn't bother putting wood frames down here because it'll just become flooring, and I know what goes down here. But this first layer will be the floor, so remember that. That's why I'm taking out frames 1 layer up. This will be a bedroom here, and what I can do with the advantage of having the wood frames, wood frames like this, is I can go, okay, well, I like a window there, kind of, you know, balance it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, well, that window to look right in this room is going to have to be a 3x2. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. Well, there's a window. And you know what? I may as well throw a small slit window in that side as well here too. There we go. So there. Now I can, if I do come back and I decide, you know what, this doesn't look right. The outside veranda or the deck doesn't line up. You know what? I don't even have to go outside to fix that. There we go. Now I can take my wood frames, put them back, be like, okay, well, now that lines up with the window perfectly, so that's fine. Cool. We have this room done. I don't need any other windows. I don't need anything else. I just have the basic walls up. So that gives me an idea of that. Now that's the side bedroom, and this here, in this room here, is going to be the master bedroom. Now I can come in here as well too and decide, you know what, I probably want bigger windows, maybe 1, 2, maybe I'll go 1, 2, 3, and then do a space here. And when I built this as well too, it's all uneven numbers. It's 25 by 17, so that'll also help me keep things balanced out in the middles as well here too. Cool. So there we go. So two by 3 windows fit perfectly in this room, and since it's a master bedroom, I think that's very appropriate. What I might end up doing actually, because I am a little low, is maybe going 1 up higher, because this is where you'll be standing. Okay, cool. Yeah, that looks a little better, I think, because it's a bedroom. You don't really want your windows right down to the floor, where your nosy ass neighbors can look in and see what you're doing. So cool. Now I have a room right here, and this is going to be the walk-in bathroom. Now, of course, it's going to have a floor in here as well too, but I need to make an access to the walk-in bathroom both from the bedroom and from the main area, because this will be the bathroom that serves the living room and that serves the bedroom as well too. So that's kind of cool. This one won't have its own private bedroom, but it'll have a shared bathroom. So there we go. I think that'll look fine there, and then I can put like cabinets here, maybe a toilet right here, a window in here. Yeah, we definitely need a window. This gives me a good way to visualize everything. You definitely want to see into someone's bathroom. That's definitely something you want to do. So cool. So I kind of got my first floor figured out. Now, what I need to do is, because this area is pretty massive, it's pretty large, rebar frames don't have that great of a load. So if I open my menu, or rebar frames, wood frames, their max load is 24, their mass is 4, so they can actually hold quite a few of them, themselves, but not that many. It's not that strong of a block. So what I'm gonna have to do is like build temporary pillars, because this floor here is gonna start on this level, on the number 5. So I think the floor is gonna be about 4 blocks high. That'll look right. But on this side, what I want to do is I want to create a mezzanine around the living room and around the kitchen. So that's kind of in the floor plan here. It goes, oh, okay, it actually covers the kitchen. I think that, yeah, that would look nicer. So I can build maybe a support here in the kitchen corner, which would actually make sense, which can be replaced at a later time with poles or whatever I decide to decorate with. Like I said, that's why I'm using wood frames for everything. Now, if I was to use a pole, and I needed to replace those blocks and they're actually supporting a load, what I would do is run frames up the side of it, frames up the other side, support it all, and then put in those poles, and then I could take the frames out again. So there's ways to re-support everything. This is not my first rodeo, boys. Actually, if you guys have seen my soda stuff, I've built a few homes in there, and I really wanted to give it another shot, but you know, I never got around to it, and kind of feels good to be picking up this project. Since it's so friggin' bright out, we may as well spend some time outside, I think. So cool. So now I got to do the whole second floor of this building, which I do believe is going to be in the next episode, because we're running at about almost half an hour now, if my calculations are correct. It's been a bright and cheery episode. It's been an awesome Tuesday for me. I think I'm going to now take my bike out and go out for a bike ride. It is 12 o'clock in the afternoon. I can go and be social, maybe go out, buy myself some boxers, because I'm running out of boxers. I think my washing machine is eating all my damn boxers. That is incredibly annoying. But yeah, so I'm going to do some work here, probably off screen. Maybe I might save building this for on screen, because this I think is the type of stuff you guys like watching. You guys like watching me build stuff, because I'll do a lot more of this. I could build a whole ton of homes. They're really easy to make. They just take a little bit of patience, a little bit of laying out, and some ingenuity. But anyways, I'm going to stop talking. And I want to thank you guys once again for all your support lately. It's been absolutely fantastic. My game with subs, you as well too. You guys have been fantastic. And as usual, guys, stay classy, back up your freaking game saves, and I will see you in the next episode. Peace. Oh, wait, before I mention it, the stairs are going to go right here. I don't think I can put that door there. I'm going to have to move that door around to this side, but that's okay. That's why I have wood frames. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
We about to turn it on. Turn it on.